Hi, I'm Indira, and I am here to talk to you today about how unplugging your mind eliminates fear, anxiety, and depression in your life. Now, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am the founder of Connecting, a new practice beyond meditation. You see, in meditation, you quiet your mind, and in connecting, you unplug your mind. I know most of you know how to quiet the mind, but do you know that you can also unplug your mind? When you unplug your mind, your life changes, and all of the things that you really want for yourself start to happen. So, this channel gives you a new perspective, a new way of knowing that you can have the life that you want by connecting, unplugging your mind, and getting guidance and answers from yourself, the intuitive part of you. So, let's begin. So, today is that how unplugging your mind eliminates fear, anxiety, and depression from your life. So let's think about this for a moment. Do you know that the source, the real place that fear shows up in your life is from your mind? Think about it for a moment. I'm going to give you an example. This is just a simple example. Recently, I was walking around New York and I suddenly had a thought like, wow, there could be someone with a bomb right in the middle of Grand Central. And I was like, wow, where did that thought come from? And why am I even thinking that? It doesn't really matter. The thought showed up in my mind. And I suddenly started to notice that these thoughts kept popping up over and over again. And I would suddenly have a thought like, well, I don't really want to go there because there's a lot of crowd and I don't know, anything could happen. And I caught myself. I just in that instant noticed like, hey, my mind is defining how I would feel and think about a situation. My mind is going to everything it has assimilated about this particular area called it's not good to be in crowds because anything can happen and you can just die. Now, you and I don't normally think that that's happening because we're just going about life and saying, no, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to do that. But what's really amazing about unplugging the mind is that you start to see how much your mind is defining your fears. You see, because I was able to unplug my mind, I was able to go and do all of the things that I wanted to experience. But it wasn't if I didn't have the ability to unplug my mind, not quiet my mind, not listen to my mind, not observe my mind, but unplug my mind, I would be living in more fear than I am. I would actually have more anxiety. I would probably have some experience of being depressed. Depressed just means that, you're not fully yourself. You can't fully expand into the bigness of who you are in life. See, I challenge you to think of areas of your life where your mind is telling you things, and it is telling you things about how to feel and think about situations. Think about it for a moment. Your relationship. What is your mind saying to you there that could be creating fear and anxiety? For example, I don't have any kids, and my mind is telling me from time to time what's going to happen when you get older, who's going to take care of you. And my mind wants to land on that and start to tell me things that could happen, things that might be, like what if this happened? Like you don't know. I mean, none of us know really, do we? I mean, we don't know what could happen to us. But the fact is that your mind and my mind all the time is telling us these things, but we're not aware of it because we don't unplug our mind. It is only when you go to connect, which is unplugging your mind, do you get to see all of the things your mind is telling you that has you not sleep, that has you have to go on medication to sleep, that has you have to get on medication to relax, that have you get on medication for anxiety, that have you get panic attacks. Those are all symptoms of the mind telling you things that create fear and anxiety about your life. But how it does it is that it plays it out. It says, look, you're single, you're never going to get married, you're only getting older. What's going to happen to your life? Boom, anxiety kicks in. Like you don't know how to be in social situations. You don't know how to talk to people. Why you can't go out? Boom, anxiety. You don't want to leave the house. This condition is becoming prevalent because the mind has more control over our experience of these situations. Unplugging your mind through connecting is a new practice beyond meditation. This practice has you literally disengage and release the mind's thoughts. When you do that, new thoughts come up. You get to the source of the fear and anxiety in your life. You're not putting a band-aid on it. You're seeing the source of it. And because in a connection, you get answers and guidance from the other part of you called yourself, the intuitive part of you, it changes. It changes the way you think. It changes the way you see a situation. It changes the way your future occurs, because that future is now shaped by yourself. The intuitive you that knows that all will be well, not the mind's concerns and fears. So, this video is a new perspective that the source of fear and anxiety is your mind. And when you can unplug your mind, you change that way of living. You no longer need medication. You can actually transcend those fears and become more of you in your life. So that's it for today, guys. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, sign up for my newsletter, check out my videos, and we'll talk again soon.